over style your hair, don't over manipulate your hair, don't wear your hair in tight styles. Good afternoon, goldies. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Latrice Aaliyah. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Hey girl, hey. Today's video is all about starter lock tips. If you are thinking about starting locks, or if you are already on your lock journey and you just need some helpful tips, this video will help you out tremendously. Tip number one is going to be moisturizing your locks. Whenever you feel like your hair seems dry and dull, please go ahead and grab yourself a water bottle. I purchased this off of Amazon. I will go ahead and link that down in the description box if you want to go ahead and purchase that. This has like a mist, so it doesn't have like the traditional water bottles when it just squirts out. So it keeps your hair nice and moisturized without having your locks soak. Tip number two is going to be oiling your scalp or your locks. After you did tip one, which is moisturizing your locks, you want to seal in that moisture with any oil of your choice. I personally use different oil blends like jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, Jamaican black castor oil, and like essential oils. I make that myself and just blend all those different oils, and I seal in my moisture by oiling my scalp. Tip number three is going to be giving your scalp a massage. I don't think people talk about this a lot here in the lock community. I know for loose natural people, I talk about stimulating your scalp by giving it a nice massage, but you should also do that as well when you have locks. It will help curate the blood flow through your head, and that promotes growth. Tip number four is going to be popping your locks or separating your locks. Those of y'all who do not know what popping your locks is, it's basically when you wash your hair and you do not do a retwist and you just have a fro and locks. Your parts are not being shown. So in order to stop your hair to merge, or in order to stop your locks to merge with another pair of locks, you don't want to have like the double head dragon or the congo, whatever it called. If you don't want to have those locks, then you want to go through your hair and then start separating your locks and popping them. But please, when you pop your locks, this is additional tip, make sure it's nice and moisturized, because you don't want to go through popping your locks and ripping out your hair and causing damage. So make sure your hair is very moisturized when you start to doing the separation of your locks, just so it can be nice and healthy. Tip number five is going to be washing your locks when needed. When I first started my lock journey, I was washing every 2 weeks. Now I'm washing about every 3 to 4 weeks. I would not push it anything further than 5 weeks, honestly, because ew, that's disgusting. Wash your hair, wash your locks. Please do that. And when you in the shower, wash your locks about 3 times just to remove any dirt, oil, or buildup. Tip number 6 is going to be conditioning your locks using a conditioner or a leave-in conditioner, a liquid leave-in conditioner. I would not use like a cream leave-in conditioner, but as far as conditioner that after you wash your hair, I will use conditioner about every 3 months. And if you are very new into your journey, like between months 1 and 3 months, I do not recommend using conditioner on your locks, only because your hair will soften up and it will start to unravel, because that's what a conditioner does. It provides slip, and you know, when you probably know when you put conditioner in your hair, your curls be popping. So if you are a few months into your lock journey, I don't recommend using conditioner, but once you get over that hump and your hair is finally knowing that it wants to lock, then that's when I will go ahead and start using conditioner. I use conditioner about once every 3 months. Tip number 7 is going to be, do not retwist your hair often. Try to stretch your retwist as much as possible. When I first started, that was like one of the first mistakes I made, kind of going into my journey, only because I started with short locks, and every time I washed my hair, my locks did unravel. So I had to kind of do a retwist in order to retwist those locks, if that makes sense. You do not want to cause thinning. So that goes on to tip number 8, is going to be, don't over manipulate your locks. Don't over manipulate your hair. I know the girls on Instagram be looking so good. Their hairstyles be popping. I created like 2 or 3 videos on creating lock hairstyles, so I know. Don't over style your hair. Don't over manipulate your hair. Don't wear your hair in tight styles. I personally only do my hair for YouTube videos. So I film on my days off from work or after I get home from work. So I'm really only styling my hair 1 or 2 times out the week, if that. A very sensitive scalp. If something is too tight, I would get a hair bump, and I don't know about you, but I don't like hair bumps. Hair bumps can cause damage to your follicles, and you don't want that. So tip number 9 is going to be, wear a bonnet or a headscarf at nighttime. I know this is what everybody says, but if you don't, you can attract lint in your locks, and having lint in your locks is going to be a hassle trying to get it out, especially if you're very further along into your journey. Right now, I have so much frizz. You probably could see all of this frizz, so it's easier for me to pick out the lint. But please make sure you are wearing a scarf or a bonnet when you are going to sleep at night, or if you are cleaning your home. If it's a windy day outside, try to have good protective covering on your locks. As you can see, I'm wearing a scarf because I'm not going to be doing anything today. After I film this video, I'm chilling. Tip number 10 is going to be, avoid wearing protective hairstyles the first few months into your lock journey. And when I say protective hairstyles, I'm talking about the box braids, the faux locks, those styles. I did both of them, as you just saw on the screen, and they were cute. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like I even made a video on doing my box braids, but because I was 2 months into my journey, when I was taking down the box braids, I had a couple of my locks unraveled, and my hair was super stretched. So when your hair is stretched, it doesn't have that time to shrink up and get tangled and start to lock faster, you know? So if you are wearing box braids a month into your journey, 2 months, or even 3 months into your journey, it may slow down your locking process. As far as the faux locks, y'all know this is like my favorite. This is my baby right here. This is my favorite lock. So this lock right here, I always talk about this, or I talked about it in my last lock update, where this lock in particular, it's thinner than the rest of my hair. It's finer, it's a looser texture, it's very sensitive. It's a sensitive lock. So when I did the faux locks, I did not do the faux locks tightly. I was trying to avoid having my hair super tight, but having the hair wrapped around it and it got too heavy for this lock to handle, I started to get the hair bumps, like I just said in the last tip or a couple of tips ago, of having tightly hairstyles, and that will create hair bumps. So it's the same thing essentially. So make sure you avoid wearing protective hairstyles in the early stages of your locks. If you have rough days, you can always wear a headscarf, as such as I'm rocking right now. You can always wear a headscarf. You could always throw on a hat. If you have shorter locks like me, a scarf and a hat is your best option, honestly. That's just a helpful tip. And the last tip is going to be tip number 11. This is like a bonus tip, is to keep it simple. Keep your routine simple. You don't need all these extra products. You don't need all of these extra styling. You don't need anything. Just keep it simple. All you need is some water and some oil and a prayer. Probably not a prayer. All you need is some water and some oil, and that's about it. And a cute hair accessory, like that's, you probably don't really need that, honestly. Like, that is it for today's video. My name is Latrice Aaliyah. If you found these tips to be super helpful, leave a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification so you won't miss when this girl meet right here post another video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.